So it looks like the WNBA on Wednesday condemned all racist, derogatory, or threatening comments that have been directed towards players after Connecticut Sun All-Star Alyssa Thomas called out racial comments from the Indiana Fever fan base following the Suns'
defeat of them.
Yeah. So,
the guys get it too. Like,
It's
go to
diff-
Utah.
It's totally different.
It's
totally
not different.
No,
Yes,
it's not different.
No, it's different for these women this year. Because remember, we got millions of new eyes on this, and most of them come from Caitlin Clarkson. You know what I'm saying?
Nevertheless, you're still getting the same. You're still getting the same vitriol spewed at you, regardless.
But she specifically pointed out. She said Indiana fans, which is true.
Yeah, they're the Boston.
That's because they don't have. That's because they don't have a team in Utah.